Hey, good afternoon, college coaches. This is Coach Anthony Williams, founder and CEO of Connected Athletics. We are a startup company based here in Austin, Texas. We are focused on helping student athletes build out their brand and their network as they go through the recruiting process, helping them connect with other student athletes across the country, helping them connect with college coaches during this very interesting COVID-19 recruiting cycle that we're in. But most importantly, we're focused on making sure that student athletes successfully transition from high school to college and then into a career once the game of football is over for them. We have another exciting prospect with us today from a school that two of my sons went to, Aaron Williams and Joshua Williams. DJ Jones is a class of 23 athlete from McNeil High School here in the Round Rock area. He's 6'2", 190 pounds, strong GPA of 3.5. DJ, how you doing this afternoon?
Good. How are you?
I'm good, man. Thanks for taking time out of your day to come on and share your story and tell about your football journey. Let's jump right in. The first thing coaches always want to know about, as a former college coach myself, is about your academics. Tell us about the importance that you put on your academics.
Academics is it's always a big part in football. No pass, no play. That's always been the rule. So if you want to stay on the top, you gotta do that and keep your grades maintained.
Absolutely, and I think you probably heard me at some of my events talk about how the higher your GPA is, the higher and more options you're going to have in recruiting. Because once coaches understand that you're going to be a qualifier and that you're serious about your grades, you'll just open yourself up to a lot more schools. So kudos to you on that. Hey, tell us, do you have any favorite classes or subjects that drive your GPA?
Really, I'm in sign language too this year as a sophomore. I thought it was a cool class in ninth grade. My friend, he's deaf, so I just wanted to learn to speak to him. So yeah.
Okay, that's good stuff. Any other favorite courses?
Math.
Okay.
Any math subjects? Yes, sir.
All right. Tell us, are there any teachers? I know that obviously being a fan and father of two graduates from McNeil, there's a lot of great teachers over there. But do you want to take this time to shout out any teachers or tutors or counselors or APs or coaches over at McNeil who have helped you stay on the right track with your GPA?
Yes, sir. My coach, Coach Reynolds, he's always on us about grades. Every time we see him, he's always about grades. And her name is Miss Jones, but she doesn't work at McNeil, but yes, she had a big part in my academics.
Okay. Good stuff. I know you're still early here. You're just not going into your sophomore year, but have you and your parents sat down and talked about what you might want to major in when you get to college?
Yes, sir. I want to major in business and engineering. Well, I mean, we can only probably do one, but mainly business. Yes, sir.
Okay. Is there a specific focus on business? Are you more being accounting, finance, marketing, sales, or senior management? What are you thinking?
Marketing, sales,
Okay.
business.
Good stuff. Okay. And then tell us, one thing coaches want to know is your learning style. Tell us, are you more of a verbal, visual, or hands-on learning style?
I like hands-on. It gets you to understand it better. Verbal is always the good way to go. Yeah.
Okay, good stuff. And then, I know once again, it's still very early, but have you sat down with your parents and talked about the criteria that you'll use that will help you decide what school you'll go to in 3 years?
Not really. Usually my mom's gonna let me pick whatever school I want to go to. I mean, it's my choice.
Okay.
That's what she said. I mean,
Yeah, we'll see. We'll leave it to you, and I know it's early, but let's talk about a little bit. I mean, do you want to stay close to home? Do you want to stay in state? What are things that are important to you? Is it culture? Is it scheme? Is it distance from home? Give us a little bit of insight to what you're thinking as going into your sophomore year.
I really want to go to a college that has a good business or engineering like classes. or like how the football team plays, or just how they use my position. I look at that big, how they look at how they look at my position. So I look at
Okay.
my position. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Hey, let's switch over to talking about you a little bit personally. Give us a little bit of background about your family, what your mom and dad do. Are you an only child? Are you the oldest, the youngest? Give us a little bit of background.
My mom is a 311. Like she answers the call for 311.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Me, I'm the middle child. I have
Okay.
a older, I have an older sister, two older sisters, and an older brother, and I have a baby sister. And so, yes.
Okay. Tell us, you've already got good size, 6'2", 190. Is that how? Is it coming from your parents, from your grandparents? I mean, you still got 3 years to grow. Where's that size coming from?
Really, my mom, she just feeds me, keep me going.
Mm. Is your mom
So,
tall?
yeah, she is. She's about 6'1" or 6 foot.
Okay. All
So
right.
yeah.
Good stuff. Okay. Then tell us, DJ, what do you like to do in your spare time when you're not working out or not playing football? What do you like to do when you have some free time? You like to hunt, fish, be out on the lake, hang out with your friends? What do you like to do in your spare time?
I like going fishing, spending time with family, um, going out to eat, going to the movies, doing activity outside of home instead
Yeah.
of staying inside all the time.
Yeah, no, I know it's been tough in this COVID-19 environment, and eventually we will get back to movies and restaurants and that kind of thing. Are you into video games? You a big Madden or 2K guy or no?
Uh, Not really. Not right now. Uh, I don't really play games like that. Usually when I go to my friend's house, I play, but that's it. Um,
Okay. And then as coaches get to know you, as you become a big-time recruit here coming up in the next couple of years, what social media apps do you spend most of your time in? Are you a Twitter guy or more Instagram or something else?
Twitter. I've
Okay.
been lately. I've been on Twitter a lot and Snapchat. Really, just keeping
Okay.
up.
All right. Tell us about your music taste. What kind of music do you listen to? Who are some of your favorite artists?
Uh, Spot him, got him. He's from Florida. Yeah, I like him. He's a good rapper. An NBA young boy. He's
Okay.
always a good one.
All right. Tell us what kind of what's your we're trying to come out of this COVID-19 environment and get back to school here. What's your shoe game looking like? Are you a big shoe guy or no?
Usually it's Air Forces and Vans. Everybody knows me off of Air Forces and Vans. So yeah.
Okay, good stuff. Hey, tell us, what do you consider your favorite all-time football movie?
Uh, The Blind Side.
Okay, tell us
Blind
why. What
Side.
what 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 part of that movie do you like the most?
Part that I like. Um, he really never really gave up on everything.
Yeah,
So it's a really emotional movie.
yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. Hey, I call this my dream scenario question. Let's say you have 4 good years in college and you are blessed to find yourself in New York City for the NFL draft. Who is sitting at your table waiting for the commissioner to call your name?
My mom, first off. Uh, Probably my brother, most likely.
Okay.
He does everything he can for me. Um, and my two sisters.
Okay.
Just yeah.
Okay, good stuff. All right. Keeping it nice and tight. Hey, another thing coaches want to know about is, what are you doing to give back to your community? Coaches always love their players to be active, giving back. Are you involved with your church? Are you involved in nonprofits? What are you doing to give back here around our community?
Me and my mom, we go and we have fundraisers for our church, and we well, not fundraisers, but we do like stuff for the community, for our church, and we give back to the homeless, give them food,
Hmm.
feed them, yeah, especially for Thanksgiving or like Christmas time. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Good stuff. And you enjoy doing that, giving back?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good stuff. Okay. Hey, let's switch over to you recruiting wise. I know you're looking forward to your sophomore year here coming up. You kind of burst on the scene here last month at the combine. You ran some good numbers. Tell us about that experience at the Friday Night Lights combine.
It was a great experience. It was my first time going to a camp like that. So it was a great experience. I want to get out and do more, and yeah.
Do you plan on using your results and the numbers that you got from the combine as a baseline to get better, to get bigger, faster, stronger as you go start the recruiting process?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir. There's always room for improvement. In my eyes, nobody's that great. So, yes, sir.
Okay. Well, I mentioned earlier you got good size. You're 6'2", 190, with still 3 years of high school to go. Tell these coaches, what do you think your height and weight will be by the time you graduate from McNeil?
I think my height, I'm gonna get at least about 6'3", 6'4".
Okay.
I'm probably gonna get up there on weight, 220, most likely. That's what I'm shooting for. So.
Okay. And then we have you listed as an athlete. I know you play a lot of different positions, but tell the coach a little bit about your, what position do you like to play, and then tell us what position do you think you'll eventually play when you get to college in 3 years.
I like playing. Well, now I like playing tight end. It's a
Okay.
flex. It's a flex. We don't usually block. I mean, people when they hear, oh, he's a tight end, it's always blocking. But no, they usually use us as like wide receivers or stuff. So I think that's the position that I want to play in college.
Okay, kind of a tight end flex, a little bit of inside receiver with your height and
Yes, sir.
size. Okay, that makes sense. Tell us, who recruiting wise, I know it's still very early, but who have you heard from? Who do you want to hear from? And what have you seen so far in the recruiting experience?
Who I would like to hear from is Florida Gators. Yeah, Florida, Ohio. Some of the low schools too. I'm not picky about anything. I'll take anything.
Do you have family in Florida, or are you just a fan of the program?
I like their playing style. They use Kyle Pitts.
Yep.
He's an offensive leader in their group, and they use him a lot as a flex. So I like that.
Okay. And then tell us a little bit about, there's a lot of talented players in the class 23. Tell these coaches, how do you set yourself apart from some of the other players you're competing against in your class?
My work ethic, my work ethic. I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna battle with you every play. And that's the end of it. I'm gonna give you the whole 60 minutes.
Okay. And then tell us, coaches are also always wondering about your relationship with your existing coaches. Tell the coach a little bit about your relationship with your position coach and the new head coach at McNeil.
My position coach, Coach Croak, he's a great coach right now. He's been teaching me a lot about the tight end spot. Coach Herms, him too. He's been getting us mentally prepared for our season and trying to bounce back for a great season.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about, you're kind of a tight end flex. Do you excel in the passing game or in the running game or both?
Mostly passing. It's a lot of passing plays for us. Yeah.
Okay. Tell me, I like to ask players to grade themselves on the particular skills in their position. I'm going to throw out a skill and you give me a grade from 0, 10 being the best. How would you grade your stance?
My stance, I give it about a 6 or a 7.
Okay.
I
What
can get
about,
better.
what grade would you give your blocking in the running game?
Blocking, yeah, I can block. 8. Yeah, I
Okay.
can.
What
Right.
about route running? What would you grade yourself there?
Probably an 8 too.
Okay. What about your hands? Consistent hands, catching the ball in your hands.
Could work on it. 7 or 8. Yeah.
Okay. And
7,
then
yeah.
what about playing with good eyes, seeing coverages as you're running your routes? What grade would you give yourself as far as your eyes and playing the game?
I give that a 9. I watch a lot of film. Uh,
Okay.
so yeah.
Kind of leads to
Not
my
a
last question: mental toughness, mental preparation. What would you grade yourself in that? And how do you get ready for each game? What would you grade yourself there?
Probably a 8 or 9. 'Cause,
Okay.
yeah.
Those are all fair grades based on what I've seen in your film. I like that. Hey, tell these coaches, when did you start? What age did you start playing football? And when did you fall in love with playing football?
I started playing football. I think it was my first grade year, so it was like
Like 5 or 6?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, six. I
Okay.
played with the Bearcats. We were good. They were good.
Mm-hmm.
They really got me into where I was. Uh, where I am now. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And then what age did you, or what grade did you fall in love with football? When did you say, hey, I'm gonna focus and make this my main sport? When was that?
What grade? 7th grade. So really, I really fell in love with football in 7th grade.
Okay.
Uh, the coaches saw me and they knew off top that I was gonna do something. So they
Mm-hmm.
used me. Me and my friend, we did it. Went district 7th grade year, and that's when everything started.
Okay. Tell us, you got good size. You got obviously a really good athlete. What other sports do you play at McNeil High School?
I run track. I'm gonna run the 400 this year, and I'm probably gonna play basketball again, but
Okay.
probably not. I gotta stay in the weight room. So
Okay, good. College coaches love players that compete in track. Tell us one thing from track that you've learned that helps you become a better football player.
it's not always about the who's the fastest, really. Whoever can last the longest, and you gonna win, or whoever can push through it. Because the 400 is not an easy race.
No, it is
That
not.
last that last 200, you got to kick it in. So yeah,
Well, and that last 50 will let you know what kind of athlete you really are. When you can't breathe, you feel like your lungs are going to explode too, right?
yes sir.
Okay. Hey, tell us, besides your family, who are some other people who've had a positive impact on your life?
Um, one of my brothers, his dad, T Swiss, he's been a great father figure to me. Uh, Jody Kobar, my other brother, he's been a great father figure to me. Matthew Davila, his dad, everybody that I hang around, yeah, they.
Okay, good stuff. Hey, tell us, is there a certain player at the college or pro level? You mentioned one earlier, but I'll ask again. Is there a certain college or pro player that you pattern your game off of? Who you look up to as a flex tight end?
George Kittle and Kyle Pitts. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love their playing style. Aggressive on the ball. So yeah.
Okay, good stuff. And then obviously McNeil's got some good talent every year. Tell these coaches about some of your teammates. Do you think they should also be looking at to start recruiting?
We got Luke Hutch, our super junior this year. Samaru, he plays the same position as me. He's class 21. Um, Caleb, Caleb Cooper, Nick Bird, Trayvon Swiss, Matthew Davila. It's a lot of them.
Yeah, I saw a lot of young talent there at the combine. I know you guys have have been through a couple of different coaches here, but tell us about the excitement that you have going into a new year with a new coaching staff.
It's a lot of excitement, a lot of energy going into it. Every day we practice, it's a lot of energy. Coaches bring it. It's different. It's a different ball game now that you're on a varsity like type playing style. So everything is moving way faster.
Okay, good stuff. Hey, DJ, tell these coaches, how do you define leadership and how do you plan on leading your team as a sophomore this year?
Leadership, I defined it as being don't put your teammates down. Help them with grades, no matter what it is. You just help if you can. I mean, depending on the situation, yeah.
Yeah. And then what have you done so far in this during this off season to show leadership to your team to get you guys ready for the fall?
Helping people in the weight room,
Yeah.
on the field with plays, just trying to do everything overall, trying to help my team win just overall, no matter what it is. Not just trying to learn my position, but trying to learn everybody's. And so if they do need help, then I can.
Okay. Hey, do you ever have you ever played on defense, or do you play a little DN or linebacker, or no?
I played a little linebacker in middle school, and I went to Hutto for freshman year, so I played a little DN and linebacker there too. So yeah.
Okay. Good stuff. All right. Hey, one thing coaches will always want to understand about players is their competitive spirit. Tell these coaches about how competitive you are as a player.
Yes, I don't like losing. Nobody likes losing. Like I said, I'm gonna bring it. I'm gonna bring it the whole 60 minutes. So
You know,
it's
we
really
always
not.
talk about it. Nobody likes losing, but losing is a part of the game. Nobody who has ever played football has gone undefeated. Tell these coaches, how do you handle when you get an L, when you take an L on a Friday? How do you use it to motivate you for the following game?
Go back on film, see what you could have did better. Ask the coaches what you could have did better, because your opinion on what you could have did better might not be the same as what the coach wants or whatever he needs you to do. So
Right. Okay.
yes,
Hey, tell us about your coaching style. Do you prefer to be coached hard, but the guys challenge you in your face? Or do you prefer guys just kind of talking to you, normal voice, like, hey, DJ, I need you to do this, now go do it? Which do you prefer?
I really don't mind. I mean, coach, I like that when coaches yell in my face. I mean, it gets me pumped a little bit and it makes me wake up a little bit more. So, yeah.
Okay. And then as we finish up here, DJ, tell us, you know, there are days, and to be honest, where athletes like, you know what, I just don't feel like working out today. Well, the days when you don't feel like working out, what motivates you to still get that workout in?
My grandma, when she passed, I think about everything. So, who's going to buy my mom the house that she wants, all that. So, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, as we finish up here, we talked about the elevator pitch when we started. You know, tell these college coaches, I know you're just going to your sophomore year, but tell these coaches why they should recruit you and what you're going to bring to their program.
Okay. Why y'all should recruit me is because I'm going to bring it to the table. I'm going to do whatever it takes to be the best player or the best leader on the team. I'm going to stay up all night to go over film. I do it all. Yeah.
And then
That's really,
what do you bring in DJ as a student? So you talked about what you're going to do as a player. What are you doing? What are you going to do as a student for that university?
academically, I'm going to keep my grades up, always stay eligible for sure. Really,
No
Yeah,
doubt.
just
And I'm
stay on the
sure that as
grades.
I've gotten to know you, I can tell that you're not a young man that's going to embarrass the program or the university by doing something dumb or making bad decisions. You'll be a great ambassador for the school and the university, correct?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Well, hey, DJ, I thank you for your time today, man. I'm looking forward to seeing you play this year. I'll be on the sideline soon. Continue to work hard and be safe. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, have a great day.
Thank you.